Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Oh yeah. Hello. Huh. It is I, your host, PoGokeRo, with your Sunday morning. Yo, what's up? It's wait, there it is. Hey, it's me. What's up, America? Redstone Lapis Lazuli coming at ya live on this beautiful Sunday morning. Wow, it's nice. Yes. Hey, so look where I am. I am someplace different, right? You notice things are not quite what they were before. I started a new world. I started a brand new world, a brand new world in Java. So Java lets you do things that Bedrock doesn't let you do. So one of those things is make an iron farm that actually makes enough iron to sustain you for projects. So I'm like, wow, that's a great idea. So let me turn this down a bit. Yeah, so yeah, the update, this recent pillager and villager update, whatever, village and pillage update, broke iron farms and broke trading halls. The trading halls got fixed, but the iron farms in Bedrock are still pretty broken. Like, they don't produce enough iron. So at this point, I'm like, you know what? I want to check out Java, and Java's pretty neat. So I made this nice little house, right? I got my little home going. I just dug into the side of a mountain, basically. And this is a swamp, and spawn is like up there. I can show you even. It's like not far. But the main thing that I like about Java, besides, you know, it being just cooler, is that, what you see immediately right now are the effects of shader packs, shaders. With the shadows and the lights, that's shaders, and that just adds a whole new realm of immersion. This is the spawn point, where you spawn in at, about here. And then so I basically just wandered down to the water. I made a little thing to note where I live, because you can't see it otherwise. Yeah. And then I got a little bit of a wall here to stop creepers and zombies coming in, because the other thing I noticed in Java is that it's a lot more difficult. The monsters are pretty hardcore. Your sword swings are not nearly as effective in keeping them away, the monsters away. So you have to play a lot. I have to play a lot more defensively. Also, you can do things with your offhand that you couldn't do. Yep, there's the sun setting. I'll like get some crops in the meantime. Potatoes. I'm focusing on potatoes because baked potatoes have become my main food source. I'm in early game, so I don't really have any resources for anything. I don't have any iron, like hardly any iron. That's why I have all stone tools, because I die a lot. Like, it's hard not to die in this game. So yeah, you can see it's starting to turn nighttime here, and I want you to see the transformation, the way the world looks as it transitions to night, and it's all the result of shaders. So Bedrock had this big announcement about 2 years ago, and it showed this wonderful view of Bedrock Edition with shaders, and it was like, oh, that's really great, you know, like, and so that was like the big thing everyone was looking forward to, the super duper graphics pack. And after 2 years, what Microsoft showed us, what they did in that 2 years, was they gave us Pokemon Minecraft on the mobile phone. Not even nothing to do with the super duper graphics pack. Yeah, so I think it's nice to switch over to Java for something a little bit different. get some of these beautiful shaders going. Look at this, it's beautiful. Move that over a bit. Okay. So let's enter into my beautiful base. It's kind of ugly, huh? Yeah, this is early game. I'm just getting started on stuff. Ooh, let's grab that glass. Ooh, I have a little bit of iron. 18 iron now. Oh boy. All right. I have a bed because I found some wool somewhere. I found some sheep somewhere. I basically dug out the hole, just a hole in the mountain. Set up my workbench here. Yeah, I had enough iron to make a piston door, so that's nice. Then I dug my mine shafts, and when I came down here, I went that way. And I went this way to to dig for resources and for diamonds. And you can see this is my original stairway down, and I was just digging straight across. Just digging this way, when lo and behold, I heard a bunch of zombies, and I discovered a zombie spawner. So I made a little zombie farm. Yeah, look at that. Look at that in a ravine. You can see the skeleton over there. The mobs in Java are a lot more hardcore. Like the skeletons are like Call of Duty players. They're really good. And like they'll run away from you. They'll kite you. They'll run away so they can keep shooting you. So if you try to use your sword, they run away from you. Like it's pretty wild, yeah. And then look at this lava, man. That's just gnarly. That's just crazy. The water looks a little funky. I'll give you that. That's kind of strange. But here, let's look at the zombie spawner. Look at that. A baby zombie and a chicken. Look at that. That spawned. So when that zombie falls down my chute here, he's not gonna die at all, because that chicken is gonna save his fall. But the problem is I don't have any ice because I live in a swamp and I haven't really explored anywhere. So like they don't move once they hit that block there. They just sit there until they walk into the water or they get pushed in. So there's some more zombies that spawned. And I have no ice. So they just hang out there on the lip until they finally fall in. But look at what a backup, what a clog, because it's not ice, so they don't slide. And I have to go find a mountain or something to climb. Oh, there we go. Oh, the chicken fell out. That's weird. He lost his chicken somewhere. Cool. Oh, there's the chicken. That's funny. So yeah, this is what happens. I mean, you just hang out. You watch the zombies spawn, maybe go do some chores, like do your laundry, fold your clothes, vacuum, whatever. Come back, and when you come back, this thing is full of zombies. So then you just combine, it's just like one hit, more or less. You get a level, you get a bunch of stuff. Yeah, this is where I got my starter potatoes and carrots. It was from here. And yeah, armor when you need it. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Made a zombie spawner. And I spent a lot of time and I burned a lot of resources. Look at that hopper. Like, oh man, that was expensive. Okay. So then I started digging in another direction because I don't know why. I saw I went oh yeah, I had to go to the Nether to get soul sand. Okay, so then I started digging in the other direction, like over there. I don't know why. I just started digging this direction. And lo and behold, oh wait, come on. Not there. This is directly under my base. I started digging in this direction. And lo and behold, what do I find? But another spawner. You're like, where's the spawner, dude? I don't know what you're talking about. It's right there. I'm afraid. Because those skeletons are vicious. So this one's a little bit different. Huh, wait a minute. That looks weird. I gotta go take a closer look. I think something got messed up. This way. So the way it's supposed to work is that skeletons will spawn glass. And then here's the elevator. But I had no glass when I first came here. So I had to go... So yeah, you can't see anything. I'm trying to figure out where everything is. I don't want to break anything. Alright, there's the water. So there's the signs. Yep, okay. So there's all the skeleton chilling out there. Waiting to get processed, to get pushed. But see, this water's coming down. Why is that water coming down? That shouldn't happen. Oh, start shooting each other. Ah! Ah ha ha ha. Why is that water coming down? Oh, because that sign must be broken there. I have to go in there and fix that sign. Oh no! Yeah, that's what's happened. The sign that's supposed to be there to keep the water from coming out I must have broke it. I must have broke it like with this. Right here. I broke it. Yep. There's supposed to be a sign under there. So I need to get in there somehow. Oh man. With all these skeletons. Holy crap, how am I gonna do that? Alright. I broke my skeleton spawner. I broke my skeleton grinder. I don't know when I did it. I think I did it when I was trying to trying to look at the oh. Yeah, it's a little bit different. Starting over. Not having anything. Okay, there's a bunch of skeletons there that want to murder me. Okay, the offending piece I have to replace the sign at, just my one sign, is right there. Right under here. So I can come in from there. No, from there. So, is there a wall there? Yeah, okay, so where am I at? What row is this? Oh, 12. 12. I'm at 13, so I gotta go one more over. Oh! Oh, man. I'm gonna die. Look at me getting shot up here. And I can't put the sign there because all those skeletons are in the way. And the sword sucks. It doesn't kill them. Nope, can't. They're in the way. Heal! So look at also the other thing about Java is that it shows you where you get shot with the arrows. Wee! Yeah. Okay, try this again. Heal up more. Oh wait, here. That's what I'll try to do. I'll put the sign in my offhand. That way I can just switch quickly. This is the done. Damn, this is the crap I have to deal with. Like my sword doesn't do enough damage to hurt them. And I'm gonna die. Let me get out of here. This is not working here. Alright, hold on. Let's try this again. I'm a little bit more healed up. Let me try with an axe. Alright, see, I didn't have my sign ready. Crap. Nope, why did I... Oh, because I placed the sign. Okay. Okay. There we go, got it. Ah! Yeah, okay. Woo! Alright, there we go. Got it. Okay, yeah, perfect, perfect, exactly. Let's see, what's up? Oh, I don't want to hit that one. So I want to get up that one, glass. There, like that, yes. That way I can see the process as it happens. In fact, I can even... There. So that's bedrock. I can't break that. This one uses a fence post. I kind of like it. And I use the water differently. I think it's better this way. The mobs are processed faster. Okay, hey, that worked out. That worked. That was nice. Yeah, some of them died, but you know, that's what happens. So wait. Can I do it here? I can. Ha ha ha. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, and actually here, I can do it over here too. So the funny thing is that I have all these levels, but I can't use them for anything because I don't have any leather to make books. Alright, so here we got that one going. I'm gonna do this as fast as I can. Ha ha ha! So there, you can watch them come up this way. Here in a minute. So yes, they spawn. They spawn, they flow down to that second level, they get pushed up into the elevator, and then they go right up the elevator to, well, you can't see it, but up there is the next part where they're pushed over to the next elevator, or not elevator, the way down. So there goes that guy. Yeah, he went up. You can't really see through the water because of the mod, but yeah. And yeah, receive bows. and arrows. Ooh, boots too. Depth Strider, nice. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, I spent a ridiculous amount of time making this because, like, the mobs are way harder. They kill you way easier. I don't have awesome tools. I don't have amazing armor. Like, the mechanics for Java are a little bit different than they are for Bedrock. And I just died a lot, because, like, it's the beginning. So I die a lot, and it sucks. I lost a lot of work. One time I got lost, and I panicked, and a creeper blew up behind me. Just dropped in behind me and blew up, and I died. I lost all my stuff because I panicked. If I didn't panic, I would have realized that I'd walked past my entrance many times. I just forgot to mark it, and that's what did me in. I forgot to mark my exit. Right? Stupid rookie mistakes is what kills me. But it happens. All right. Wow, I went for like a half hour showing you like the greatness of what I've done so far, the Java version. Let me get rid of some of this stuff, and let me get rid of this junk. Let me clear my inventory, and then I will show you the great fishing mechanics. I got bones for days now. It's great. I didn't have enough bones before, and now, or arrows, and now I do. Hell, I didn't have enough food before, or string, so like I was freaking out. It's raining. Okay. So let me tell you about like my experience on when I went to the Saturday morning market. When I went to the market this time, things were a lot more chill. I don't think I wasn't nearly as attacked as I was before in the past. It was a lot better, a lot better this time. What are some of the things I talked about? Okay, so one guy came up and told me a story. He's like, "Look, we need to have new blood in the Democratic primary. We can't have any old people in there because of a story he told me about Brazilian nuts." And I was like, maybe that might work for certain old people, but I don't think that's a problem for a lot of the other candidates. And so I don't think age necessarily has anything to do with it. Yeah, that's not an argument. He doesn't make a very good argument for not choosing an older candidate over a younger candidate. That there's latent racism in old people. I mean, oh crap! What? Wow! Look at that thing. It's like glowing on fire. Wow, that's gnarly. All right, I'm gonna sleep. That was crazy. All right. Wow. Okay. Golden sunrise. Okay. Yeah, that's not a good reason to not vote for an older candidate. That they might have latent racism. No, I mean, if they have latent racism, you'd have seen it by now. With older candidates. That's what I'm saying. That's the allure of older established candidates. Is that they've had a long track record. You can look at them and it's easy. They can say whatever they want. It doesn't matter. Look at what they've done. It's all been written. And like they can't go back and like change and act different. Like what they've done, they've done. So for some candidates, that's a detriment. That's bad. You look back and go, oh yeah, but it was another time, another place, you know. And for other candidates, it's like, look, I've said what I've said for many, many, many years. I haven't changed. I'm not gonna change. Like, you can count on me. And it's a bonus. It's a merit. So, yeah, I wouldn't necessarily hold a person's age against them for presidential candidacy. There's other reasons to be made for their other arguments to be made for their age, but not latent racism. That's on the person, not on their age. Okay, another thing I talked to was another guy. This was an old veteran. He was a Marine. He was an old ex-Marine. And one of my main problems with Pelosi is that she has, I feel that she has failed to inform the American public of what has happened with the Mueller report. Because all of the people who see my sign and disagree with me, none of them have read the Mueller report. Or the people who disagree with me, they've read the Mueller report and get the opposite idea of what Mueller said. They get the opposite idea of what he said. They agree with Barr's assessment, even though Barr lied about what the report was about. And everyone knows this by now. I mean, that's part of the cover-up. Barr is part of the cover-up. So Nancy Pelosi has failed terribly on that part. And so, like, I'm out there and I'm like, well, okay, if you can't read the report yourself, would you at least rely on your purported support of the armed forces to give honor to a veteran who has been highly decorated for his service? Highly decorated. Bronze Star ain't no joke. You don't just get a Bronze Star. Those are like, that's a serious award. And Mueller has one. So do you think a man, a Marine, a captain, he's an officer, whose actions, whose service merited a Bronze Star, I mean, and a Purple Heart too, but a Bronze Star, do you think a man like that would lie? Would just put his reputation out there and let it die? Do you think that's what he'd do? And then someone might point to, well, look at Bill Barr. What about Bill Barr? Well, yeah, let's look at Bill Barr. Bill Barr has lied before. In 1987, I think, he did the same thing then that he's doing now. They wrote a report. Barr covered up the report and wrote a summary and only gave out the summary. He never gave out the report. Then 3 years later, they finally got the real report and they found out that Barr totally lied. His summary was false. So this is not a new thing for him. He's already sacrificed his reputation. In fact, his reputation for bad faith is why he got the job. Because they knew he would cover this up, which is what he's doing. So yeah, we got things going down. We got things going on. So I feel it's incumbent that people know what's happening. Because the people who attack me, when I fall back on Robert Mueller's service, then they start attacking him. And I start going nuts. I'm like, how can you possibly attack Robert Mueller? How can you do that? The guy put his life on the line and has proven himself to be in service to this country and its ideals. How can you possibly do that and then turn around and say, oh, I support the troops? No, you don't. You treat them like meat bags, like human shields. Like, you don't actually treat them like human beings, like warriors that they are, honorable warriors that fulfilled their duty. Most of them, great many of them with honor, and some with distinguished honor. And honor ain't no joke. I mean, I know maybe for some people they don't really understand the concept of honor, but it's a big deal in warrior cultures. It's a big deal, and it's something I can't really explain. I wasn't not prepared really to talk about it. But yeah, You don't just throw something like that away. And so I appealed to Robert Mueller's honor, and people were trashing it, and I couldn't believe it. But this old veteran, he came up to me. This old Marine came up to me, and I don't know how we started talking, but he mentioned how, like, there's a bunch of old hangar queens. All the planes, they just would spend more time in the hangar being repaired than actually fighting the lines. And I told him, well, yeah, that's why they made the new F-35s, right? You standardize all the parts so that you don't have to, like, wait for a special shipment of a part that's only made for this one plane. All the parts are interchangeable. So that cuts down on your costs, your maintenance, and makes you have a much better fighting, like, logistics line. And when you have a better logistics line, everything flows better. Everything's better. Make sure I have room in my inventory. Get rid of some of these cobblestone. Ooh, I got a mending. Oh yeah, nice mending. I have a mending fishing rod. That's gonna help. Okay, you know what? Before I break this, maybe I might want to save my lower 3, if this is mending. Curse of Vanishing. Uh-oh, that was power 3. Ooh, I can have a boat with power 3. Nice, okay. First I want to put piercing. Fire aspect. Piercing is for crossbows, and I do not have any. I don't like crossbows. Okay, wait. I have to make a new fishing rod. What am I doing with my saddles? Fish in there. Wooden bowl. Hook. Another book. Okay, I gotta make a fishing pole. A brand new one. Where's my fishing pole? Okay. With that one, you want to repair and then add the mending. Cost 19. 23. Oh wow. Okay, 19's good. Sure. Now I have a true fishing rod. Here, I can even rename it. Oh wait, I guess not. Oh, sun setting. Go to bed. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Oh, is the sun rising? No. Setting. It's dark. Come on. Don't leave me out here. No, it's rising. I don't know. I can't tell if that's the moon or the sun. This is a weird shader. Look how dark it is. This is definitely nighttime. There, now I can sleep. Okay. So another argument I heard at the Saturday market was that impeachment is no good because that will just rile up the Trumpists and help Trump win re-election in 2020. I think that's a bad idea. That's a bad argument because impeachment is not supposed to be thought about in terms of politics. Even though impeachment is a political process because it's done by Congress, it's still a method of ensuring the integrity of the government. By exercising impeachment, the Congress is demonstrating that certain behaviors by the executive are unacceptable and they'll be punished. If you ignore it, that's tacit acceptance of the breaking of those norms, and then you're saying, well, the Constitution doesn't really matter. Like, yeah, these are words, but when it comes down to it, we don't really follow it. Well, that's no good. Then how can I trust you in anything? Then it's pure power. You're not running a democracy or a legitimate government. You're running something on power, and only power. So yeah, I don't buy those arguments. Another argument is saying that, well, even if we impeach him, it will never get past the Senate. Again, I don't think that's an argument against impeachment. If the Senate fails to convict, that's on them. You know, that's their deal. That's not the deal of the House. Number one. Number two, it doesn't even ever have to go to the Senate until right before election. Then you make it a referendum. Then it's like, sure, you can vote not to convict this guy, and your voters will know right about it as they go to the polls. You make it a referendum. I think that's what Nancy Pelosi wants to do, is that she's trying to wait until she can ensure that. But I don't think she recognizes how much information and how much repetition she needs for this to sink into the American psyche. Remember, she's not just dealing with neutral people that want to know what's going on. A lot of these people have been conditioned by years of propaganda and psyops of a foreign country against our own citizens. So she's not dealing with just a blank slate. She has to work with a deficit of understanding. People actively working against her, against that information. This is an information war. So yeah, she has something to overcome, not just neutrality, but hostility. She has to get information out there despite, over the objections of another group of people who are actively working against her and have a head start. So yeah, F-35, the guy, that's right, I was talking about that guy. We're talking about planes, and he was saying, oh yeah, Air Force has all these old planes, and I'm like, yeah, F-35 is going to take care of that problem, making the parts interchangeable and making the logistics a lot better. And then he started talking about, well, what about the A-10? And I'm like, because yeah, the Air Force doesn't want the A-10 anymore. The Air Force is like, yeah, we don't need it anymore. We don't use it. The last war we had in Iraq, we hardly used it. It was unnecessary. The nature of war has changed, so that you don't need that kind of support. But the old Marine was talking to me, but he was saying, yeah, I think we need to keep the A-10s are awesome planes. They're great planes. We should support them. We need the troops need air support, close air support. And then he saluted me, and that made me feel weird because I'm like, I'm not military. That's weird. I don't know what to do. I didn't know how to respond. But yeah, I'm like, okay. So I thought about that, and I'm like, maybe he wasn't really talking about planes so much. So I'm like, oh, that's kind of neat. All right, I can get it. I can dig. So that was a weird kind of like highlight of the day yesterday, because it was something from out of the blue. I wouldn't have even expected that. It was weird. I had to twist my head to understand it. Like if I would have just looked at it on the surface, it doesn't make sense. That conversation. But if I twist myself, I can get it. If I bend myself, I'm like, oh yeah, I get it now. So yeah, it was cool. It was cool. Hey, what's up, ex-dude? All right. So what else we got going? I want to talk about. I've been fishing a lot. I got my awesome fishing pole now. That's nice. Put that away for the moment. Let's go mining, because that's what I really need is iron. Iron! Ooh, I don't have anything. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Where should we dig to next? I went there. Let's go here. The other thing I like about these mods is that it covers, you can hold something in your other hand and it emits light. So I don't have to keep plunking down torches. So much nicer. So the purpose of impeachment is to get the information out there to the American public, because once they hear the information, once they understand what's happening, then they're on board. Nancy Pelosi has it totally backwards. She is expecting the people to push for impeachment before they know what's in the report. That's not going to happen, Pelosi. They're not going to be for impeachment until you tell them why they should convict him. They're not going to be in favor until they know why. And again, there's a campaign out there that's trying to stop you from informing Americans. But you've got to work past that. Okay, then I talked to another person. I talked to an older woman, and she came in and she was a pro-Trump person, but then also she was very pro-choice, or not pro-choice, very anti-choice. She did not believe women had the right to determine their own bodies. She thought that the government, that someone else should make that decision for her. And so I'm like, man, that is totally opposite of your whole idea of personal responsibility and personal freedoms. Like, you're holding two opposite ideas in your head at the same time. That's doublethink, man. That's doublethink. Because there are two ideas that my body is involatile and my rights are sacrosanct and you can't touch them. And at the same time, oh, your body is under government control. We determine what's best for you, and you don't have any rights to it. You can't hold those two ideas at the same time, but this woman was doing it. That's what she wanted. That's what her head said. Or that's what she was telling me. See, this is what gets me killed. Are these caves. Whee! So many directions to get lost in. But I can't go there right now, right? Because if I start going off exploring, I'll get lost and I can't talk. So, keep going. So, yeah, she's holding two, ooh, look at that, diamonds. Two contradictory ideas in her head at the same time. You can't have these ideas at the same time. They're opposite ideas. I want to come back when I have a fortune pickaxe. so I can get more than 1 diamond out of it. So, but this is like something that you guys, I mean, they talked about this in the book 1984, and everyone read 1984 in high school, and if you didn't, you should. But they talk about that kind of thinking in 1984, that double think, having 2 different ideas in your head at the same time, two opposite ideas. Like normally that should bother you. it should hurt your head, and then it forces you to try to make sense of it, because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. You can't have 2 opposite ideas at the same time. It's supposed to hurt your head. Uh-oh. I'm on fire, and I don't have a bucket of water to... Man. Rookie mistakes. Rookie mistakes get you killed. Woo! Oh, I almost burned to death. Alright, let's get out of here. That's not worth it. Stupid lava. I hate lava. Alright, I'll come back for you, diamonds. Yeah, almost burned to death. Alright. So what else we got going on? Yeah. So, like, my body is sovereign. I don't want anyone coming over and telling me what to do with it. So that same right extends to women. They have the same right that I have to have control of their own bodies. So that's what I was talking about when I say the nature of freedom is reflexive. If I want to have a right, I have to be able to extend that right to everyone else. So if I want to control my body, I have to be able to let other people control their bodies. It's not up to me to control theirs. So, but I see this kind of cognitive, I see this double think in conservative thinking all the time. Case in point, the Trump administration is not defending a law that prohibits female genital mutilation. So, what is female genital mutilation? That they say, isn't that like circumcision of boys? No, it's not like circumcision of boys. In a lot of cases, female genital mutilation is effing awful. It's awful, dude. It's awful. They take the clitoris and they just cut the whole thing off. It's so an analog to men would be taking the whole, if you're circumcised, you take the whole glands, the whole head of your dick, and you chop it off. That's what they're doing to women. That's like, that's horrible. That's horrible. That's horrible. And the Trump administration, the Barr Department of Justice, is not going to defend the ban. They're like, oh, no, go ahead. We don't care. Go ahead. That's awful. So, you know what? I don't think that little boys should be circumcised. I think that's a choice that should be left up to boys when they're 18, when they turn of age. Because that's not yours, parents. That's not yours to touch. That's not yours to do stuff with. It's the kids. It's the babies. That's the babies. By you doing that to them, you've taken away their rights. Like, don't do that. That same thing applies to women. You can't do this to little girls. You can't do that. That's horrible. You're taking away their rights. And when they're the weakest, I can't believe it. And they're born, they're real. And yet the Trump administration, who says, oh yeah, we want to ban abortions for the good of the fetuses, don't actually care about actual living humans. It's like they think the fetus is the highest expression of human. And after the fetus is born, it's no longer worth anything. That's another example of double think, of broken thinking. Two contradictory ideas at the same time. Are either humans are really important or they're trash. Pick one. You can't have both at the same time. So yeah, I mean, I can't believe that's happening. I mean, and that's something that we would blame third world countries for doing, not in the United States. We don't do that crap, and we don't defend it either. I can't believe that the Barr Department of Justice is abandoning their duty. I can't believe it. So they don't serve justice. Billy Barr does not serve justice. That guy serves power. That guy is utterly corrupt. Yeah, send that guy to jail. On the 10th, the House of Representatives is going to vote on contempt for Billy Barr. And they better send his butt to jail. He needs to go to jail. You're going to jail, Billy Barr. Go to jail. Let me get more coffee. Yeah, Billy Barr in jail. With Donald Trump and the whole Trump family. The kids stiffed a bar in Ireland. Didn't pay their tab. I mean, what kind of jerk does that? Like, that's why when people say, "Oh yeah, Trump is a billionaire," nah, Trump is poor. Trump is worthless. He has nothing. Because look at the way he acts. He acts like he has nothing. The dude has nothing. He is broke. He may think he has money, but he's broke. He has nothing. He's empty. Look at the way he acts. He doesn't act like an American. He acts like a crook. So yeah, everyone thinks all these conservatives, these Trump supporters, are like, yeah, close the border, get rid of illegals. Well, when I was at the Saturday market, I talked to a nice man and his daughter from the UK. Right, he can stay. And his wife can stay, but the daughter, I don't know what happened. She missed the DREAM Act by like a few months, so she cannot become a legal resident, and she's gonna get deported. So of course the family is not gonna let the kid get deported, and the dad and mom are gonna stay in America. If you deport the kid, you're deporting the parents too. So that whole family has got to go back to the UK. So for all those racists who are like, yeah, get rid of the illegals, dude, not every illegal immigrant is from South America. You also get rid of other illegal immigrants that, like, from all kinds, from all over the world. Then I talked to the daughter. She must have been like 14 years old, but she spoke really intelligently. Like, she was really well educated and well brought up, and she spoke perfect English with an American accent, and she's getting deported. I can't believe it. Like, that's how irrational and hatred is. Hatred is so irrational. And it makes you do stupid things, and it has unanticipated consequences. things will happen that you didn't anticipate because the way everything's tied together. So it's such a ball of a can of worms. It's such a can of worms that if you change one thing, you're invariably going to change a whole bunch of stuff that you didn't mean to. But guess what? You just did. And it's going to mess up everything. But see, check this out, right? I'm talking all this stuff, but I am not perfect. I'm pretty bad. I'm a human too. I'm still learning. I was at the market and I was talking to some guy. Had a really good conversation with him. But the entire time he had like a little bit of a booger hanging out in his nose, and I just couldn't stop staring at it. Number one, which is bad, and number two, even though I couldn't stop staring at it, I didn't have it in me. I couldn't gather the strength to tell him that he had a booger hanging out of his nose. Man, that's bad of me. I should have said something, but I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't process it. I don't know. So, like, I'm still trying to. I'm not a perfect guy, dude. I'm not perfect at the whole social thing. I'm still trying to learn and figure it out. I have no more pickaxes. I gotta go back. Lava. I gotta cover that up, man. That's scary. Alright. Yeah, these mines are starting to get tricky. Okay. $19 and $10. So you see how hard it is to get iron? Oh my goodness. It's so bad. It's so hard to get that to do any projects takes forever. So you gotta make an iron farm. And if you can't make an iron farm, then those big projects you can't do. I don't want to play a game like that. Oh, nope. Sort through all my crap here. Too much crap. Alright, so I can make a couple more pickaxes. Maybe like 3, 4. There, now I have no iron. Yay! Again, out of iron. Just for pickaxes. Ha ha ha. Let's go for a... Oop. Let's go outside. Yeah, swampland is kind of hard to navigate. I don't have the best time with it. Like, there's a sheep, but like the land over here is terrible. It's all like swampy. I can hear something in here. What'd I hear? A zombie somewhere. What's up, sheep? I guess I can make a farm over here. I'd have to make a bridge of land. Well, there's a bridge. It's already here. not quite. All right, so I make a bridge out this way to this island. And then over here, and then I'll expand this wetland, I guess. It's a lot of dirt that I don't necessarily have. And then the ocean beyond the swamp. Yeah, it looks beautiful, huh? My funny little house. I don't even get it. What I need to do is find some cows so I can get some leather and make some books to get some enchanting, to get some real tools, so I don't die, so I can do some real resources. So I guess I've figured out what I need to do, which is make, but yeah, to have cows though I need a place to keep them. I don't have any place to keep them. I guess I can take over the place by my wall and make that little pen. That way I don't have to go way out here. I can just go expand it out here. Yeah, dude, I'll expand it over here. Oh, where'd my boat go? I lost my boat. Yeah, dude. On this other side, I'll just make my cow pen, my animal pen on this side of the. Easy peasy. And I can expand it out, the land out a little bit more. Reclaim some of the swampland. Going through the weeds. I like how it changes focus. Yeah, so what else is going on in the news? June 10th, they had that vote. I sent another letter to Rep. Kurt Schrader to see what he's going to say about his. He still hasn't come out in public to support impeachment, and like I don't know what they want us to do. Right? Like I just don't get it. Anyways, hey, I've been going for an hour. Let me tell you, I've been using. Let me show you my configuration here, options. So for resources, I've been using the Lithos-Luminous for the texture pack. It's not quite vanilla, but it looks like it. And then for shaders, I've been using Beyond Belief 1.3.2, and I tweaked some of the settings, but yeah. Those are the things I've been using, and it looks beautiful, does it not? It runs like crap. Look at my frames per second, 39, 32. 29, 37. I mean, I think that's min-max, 44 and 40. It runs terribly on my system. But it looks beautiful, right? Alright, America. I hope my rantings and ravings have been useful. You can see the start of a brand new world on a brand new map is kind of rough, but it's neat to be on a new system because it has so much more potential for things. Alright, hey, send me some notes or letters or whatever, let me know what's going on, and I will catch you another time. Peace. PoGokeRo out.